Hey everyone! Today I finally got the edit for my Steven Universe Screencap redraw. This is the first time I'd ever done a Screencap redraw, so it took me a little bit longer than most pieces that I do, but I had a lot of fun with it and I really hope you enjoyed this video. So you can see I did this on a live stream, which is what all of the stuff is around the video. If you would like to come and watch my live streams, I live stream every Wednesday and Saturday from about 9 PM British time. UTC, and yeah, it was a lot of fun to do this on stream actually, because a lot of people really enjoyed watching me sort of do a screen cap redraw traditionally. I find I haven't seen many screen cap redraws done this way, so it was a lot of fun. And I'm using A4 Winsor Newton Artists watercolor paper, which is my favorite, and I am just using my Kuratoga 0.5 pencil there. And yeah, so this episode in particular was really great. It was called The Last One Out of Beach City, or just Last One Out of Beach City, I think. And the synopsis was that Amethyst, Pearl and Steven go to like a house party, and a lot more happens in the episode than just that. And if I'm not going to talk about it too much because I know there'll be people out there who haven't seen it, but it was so great, and I put up on Twitter which of the screen caps I should do, and I put 4 up and this one was chosen. So, and then I looked at the background, and my biggest weakness is backgrounds, which I'm hoping to try and fix in the new year. And yes, sorry I keep stopping and fiddling with my hair, but that's just what happens on a live stream, unfortunately. It's a place where I'm very relaxed and I like to talk to people, and I have a lot of fun on my live stream. So yes, so I took one look at the background and I thought, oh dear, I've got to do this now, and I actually had a lot of fun doing the background. So for those that don't know, a screen cap redraw is basically what it says. You take a screenshot of the episode and you redraw it in your own style. And I've seen this done a lot in the Steven Universe fandom, especially on Twitter, and it's such a good idea. It's a really nice idea, and because I like drawing the Steven Universe characters in my own style so much, because I feel very influenced, as you can see in my art, that I've become more and more influenced by this show and the styles of the show's artists since I started watching it, which, you know, some people might sort of look down at me for, but I'm happier with my art than I ever have been. And yeah, so I really like drawing the Steven Universe characters, and especially drawing them in my own sort of style anyway. A lot of people talk to me about like, how did you get your style? And it truly is just a culmination of inspirations and a lot of work, a lot of drawing constantly. So I did it all in pencil first, and then I went over with my Zebra Video Brush Pen in Fine with a soft nib, and it's so lovely. I love this brush pen so much. It's a choice between this and the Tombow Fidanosuke pen, and those are just 2 of my favourite pens. So I've got Maxi to thank for that, because they showed me these pens and I was just like, it's so good. So I drew Amethyst first because I struggled the most with drawing fan art of Amethyst. She tends to be the most difficult for me to draw, other than Garnet. Garnet's a lot harder, but I draw Amethyst more often and I'm still not very good at drawing Garnet. I find increasingly difficult every time I draw. I think the characters I like to draw most are Pearl, Jasper and Steven, and Peridot, who are all my favourites anyway, so there you go. Yeah, so as you can see, I just inked. This is a waterproof pen because I was going to do it in watercolour, and I find that watercolour paper tends to drain the ink of these pens very quickly, so I do go through these pens at an alarming rate. However, I find it worth it because I feel very comfortable with these pens, so yeah. I guess I could actually give you guys kind of a life update. I've finally got my portfolio finished, and I've started applying for more jobs. As some of you know, that I'm seeking work as a storyboard artist or revisionist or anything in that sort of field, especially in TV, cartoons, and I am actually hoping to relocate from England and I would love to work in Canada or North America. I'm actually applying for my Canadian visa next week. I've sent off my passport for renewal because I found out the other day that it was due to expire soon. And yeah, so I've sent it off for renewal. I'm gonna sneeze. Okay, sorry about that. I have a little bit of a cold incoming, but I refuse to let it happen to me. I seriously refuse to let it happen to me. And yeah, so if that's why my voice sounds a bit croaky, that's why. But yeah, so anyway, I'm looking for work in North America, and I'm applying for a Canadian work visa, which should help me get over there at least, and then I can apply for jobs whilst I'm there. I would be looking to live in either British Columbia or Toronto, which I think would be awesome. So Vancouver or Toronto, the two biggest cities that I think would help me find work in my chosen career. And yeah, so I've finally got my portfolio, and I've had some feedback on it already from a YouTuber and artist that he's called Will Terrell, and he gave me some feedback on Twitter, and I was so grateful. I was almost crying. I couldn't believe it. And I find like feedback can be hard to get if you're trying to get into this industry, but it's not just like any feedback, it's good feedback and feedback that you can work with, and it was so helpful. So I've got some work to be doing. And if you want to follow me on things like Snapchat or Twitch or Twitter, you can see updates to my life a little bit more regularly. So the links to those will be in the description below. What else? Trying to think what else is happening in my life. I'm being asked constantly if I'm going to London Comic Con. I'm going to make an announcement about it a little bit closer to the actual event. And I will be at, I don't know my table number right now off the top of my head, but it will be my Twitter handle very soon anyway. And I'm also hoping to get a table at the YouTuber section, so it'd be a little bit easier to find me this time. And yeah, so if you guys want to come and check me out, I'll have my comic, I'll have artwork, I'll have prints, I'll have merchandise, I'll have all sorts of things, and you can come and see me, and you can come and get a little, like, I'm going to be doing on the spot £5 character commissions, like one character done in like less than a minute type thing. I did that at Glasgow, and it was really successful, and I really enjoyed myself, and it's a real good practice for getting into drawing fast anyway. And I got a lot of peridot requests. It got to the point where I was kind of like, what peridot do you want? Because I've had like limb enhancer peridot, I've had regular peridot, I've had peridot on the toilet, I've had peridot doing this and that. It's like I drew peridot watching TV, and I drew peridot, oh my gosh, in every way. So that I must have got commissioned about 12 times to do peridot. It was amazing. But yeah, so I will be doing those as well because they were so much fun, and a lot of people really liked the work that I gave them back. So thank you if you did come to see me at Glasgow Comic Con. I had such a good experience, and it was a lovely convention, and I will happily do it again. So definitely. Oh, I've just got to talk about Pearl in a leather jacket. So great. I was actually cosplaying this version of Pearl on the Saturday of Glasgow Comic Con, and I will be doing so again. She's just so great. I lost my mind when like Bad Pearl became canon. The design for this version of Pearl, if I'm correct, came from one of the the storyboard artists on the show called Lauren Zook, and she drew Pearl like this like a while back, and then she's in the show. She's now in the show. She's canon. But I've always loved this idea of Bad Pearl as well, like a bit more, because she is a rebel anyway. She's a renegade, and this kind of like suits like that side of her personality. So I loved it very much. yeah, so I will be at London Comic Con, and I'm really excited for that. I'll let you know. I'll let you guys know close to the time whereabouts I'm actually going to be sat. So yes, this is a really long video, by the way. It's longer than my usual videos just because there's so much work on this, and I've actually shrunk it down. I think there must have been at least 2 to 3 hours of footage, so I've got it into 15 minutes. I hope that's okay with you guys. Oh, speaking of something that's actually a huge update, and I keep forgetting to mention it, I have a comic out at last, and you can go and buy the pre-release version of it on my online store. It's called Transfer, and if you buy a copy of it, you get a little doodle in the front of a random character. I'm not going to ask specifically for characters and signatures just because I know a lot of people want this, and if I don't have a lot of time to like take on specific requests at the moment, but I will doodle something in the front, and you guys can have like a preview to the first 12 pages of my upcoming comic, which isn't out for it'll be released on the web in November, and I will have the first issue fully ready at the end of October. So if you guys want to check out the first 12 pages before I change anything about it, because I feel like I'm going to change the style up a bit, I'm going to change other little bits of it. This is super early development into this comic, so if you guys want to own a copy of that, go check it out at my online store. I'd be super happy if you guys would check that out, and if you can, support me with it, because comic work is very hard. I knew it was before going into it, but until you are like knee deep and you have 12 pages to do in a week, that's crunch. That is some serious work. I did it to myself. I was like, do you know what, I bet I could have this comic done in a week, and I did. I got it done, but it was so stressful. So next time I'm going to pace it out a bit more. That's another thing I'll be doing on my live streams, is I will be doing more and more comic work, so you guys can see the process of me actually making a comic as well, especially one for print and one for web, as that's going to be quite challenging. So yeah, I talk too much in my live streams. I'm just watching my little face on the side there, and I'm just like, oh. But I love talking to you guys. It's so nice having a live stream, and sometimes it's like 50 people, sometimes it's 200 people, and it can be super chill or it can be really energetic. And I have my regulars that come in, and we have a Discord channel where we chat after live streams, and it's a really nice place. And it's good for me to get to know people outside of YouTube. Gives me a chance to make new friends as well, which is really sweet. And it also gives me the chance to talk to my other friends in different situations, and we learn things about each other, and it's really great. And I'm really happy with like that aspect of my life right now. I'm social. Oh my god. So yes, you can see I actually I did have a lot of fun with the background, so much so that I went straight into painting it before I even painted Stephen. I should have finished Stephen first, but I was like, no, I want to do the background. And it was a lot of fun. I'm trying to think, I've got like 2 minutes left. Yeah, so I'll just summarize everything. Go check out my comic if you want to buy a pre-release version, and come and see me at London MCM Comic Con, and come see my live streams, and all the links will be in the description below. And I think I'll sign off here. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I've spoken for 14 minutes straight. I hope that's okay. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.